Way of life, and I'm gonna be starting to make my lunch here. It's noon right now. I'm not super hungry yet, but I'm gonna start making it and getting it ready because it takes a little bit. But I am actually going to be making chickpea salad. It is actually a favorite of mine and my family's, and it's just kind of a vegetarian take on like a chicken salad or a tuna fish salad. So it's just going to be garbanzo beans or chickpeas, some mayonnaise. I use the low fat, so that way it keeps the servings to 0 smart points. Now this recipe can make 4 small servings, or you can even eat the entire dish for 2 smart points. And the smart points are only coming from the low-fat mayonnaise. Now, I don't like this just on its own usually for like a sandwich or anything. I think it's too sweet. It kind of, I don't know. It's just not, I don't know, mayonnaise-y enough for me. But it works really well for doing this recipe, especially since I am going to be adding some onion powder, some garlic powder, and a little bit of Himalayan pink sea salt. So what I'm first going to do is I'm just going to open the can, and I am going to drain the garbanzo beans. When I was doing my vegan stuff about a year ago, I had actually made a whipped cream substitute from the, sorry, this thing sucks. There we go. A whipped cream substitute out of the garbanzo bean liquid. Now it's very different. It is reminiscent of like a whipped cream. You can get it to that consistency. The flavor is a little bit off from it. So just be aware of that if you decide to do that kind of a thing. I may do a recipe in the future for it. But I'm just going to drain these, get the can drained and out of the way. I can recycle that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna rinse off the beans. Don't want them super wet in here, so just kind of shake them off a bit. Put them back in the bowl. And I don't need my can opener anymore. All right. So what I'm going to do first is actually I'm just going to go through with a fork and just mash the garbanzo beans. And I'm just literally mashing them. You can also put them in like a food processor, Blendtec, Vitamix, that kind of a deal. But I just kind of prefer to mix them or to mash them by hand with a fork. Just because then it doesn't pulverize it too much. It still keeps some of the texture to it. So it is almost like having a chicken salad or tuna salad. So that's what I like to do. Alright, so it takes a little bit. I'm going to finish mashing these and I'll be right back. So everything is pretty much mashed. You can see it. So it's pretty much ready to go. My hand is tired. If you're doing a bigger batch than just, you know, the small four small servings, or you know, just one huge serving, I would probably put it in a food processor, pulse it enough to keep some of the texture. But this, for my size blender, my Vitamix, it's really too small of an amount to put in there to really get anything done and not just get everything stuck under the blade instead. So that's why I mash it by hand. But if I'm doing it for the whole family and we're taking it like for a day trip or something, I'd probably do 2 cans instead of 1, at least double the recipe, and then I'd be able to put it in the Vitamix to pulse it up. So, but this we'll just do by hand. So it is ready to go. I'm just going to add a little bit of garlic powder. And this is really, all this stuff is just really to taste. It's how you prefer it. And I may go back through and add some more. I just taste it here and there. Especially since it is 0 points, it's not going to kill you to taste it. A little bit of onion powder. And black pepper. Now you can add like jalapeno to this if you want to, anything like that. So just get some of the spices in here. A little bit of pink Himalayan salt. A little bit of that really goes a long way. Alright, so I'm going to add the low-fat mayo, and this one it's 3.5 tablespoons. It's enough to really kind of soak through to make it not too dry. And it's 2 Smart Points for the 3.5 tablespoons. Start with 3. Sometimes depending on the kind that you get in the can, it doesn't always need the full 3.5 tablespoons. So, there's that. This looks actually pretty good. Since I'm going to be adding a couple other things, I'll probably need the other 1/2 tablespoon. But I'm going to go get those other couple ingredients ready, and I'll meet you right back. I'm back, and I just diced up some celery and Honeycrisp apples, and that is what I'm going to put in with here to give it some good crunch, and it will complete the salad. Just going to dump it in there. I just diced them up so they're not super big chunks, and I'm just going to mix those in. I'll probably need to add a little bit more seasoning and a little bit more, you know, just that other 1/2 tablespoon of the low-fat mayonnaise. Actually, that's pretty perfect. So you could even add red pepper flakes in there if you want to. That would be really good. A little bit of spice to it. Or some sriracha sauce. My husband likes to put sriracha sauce with his. And he pretty much puts sriracha sauce on everything. So, but this, I'm actually going to share this with my husband. So I'll probably split it in half. There'll be 1 Smart Point for him, 1 Smart Point for me. And I'm going to plate mine up with some I'm going to have a little bit of grapes on the side, and then I'm also going to have about 20 of the reduced fat wheat thins, and that'll be what I dip in here, and I'll probably have a little bit of lettuce with it, put it on a bed of lettuce and have it with that too. So that'll be what I have for my lunch, and so it'll be a 6 Smart Point lunch, and yeah, I'll show you what it looks like plated up. So here you have it. This is half of the mix. Like I said before, you could add jalapeno, some red pepper flakes, sriracha if you wanted to. Some chopped sweet onion would be good in it too. I just don't happen to have any on hand. But yeah, that's that on about a cup of lettuce, shredded lettuce. And that's 20 of the low fat or reduced fat wheat thins. And yeah, so there's that, and some grapes. And that's going to be lunch at 6 points, and this will be good for a while. I have the other half in here still for hubby to take with him to work if he wants to. That is unless he wants some of my refried beans I made last night. So there you have it. Pretty good. Can't wait to eat.